Hey guys, and welcome to day one of the Zeta Force developers vlog. Right now I have some video running in the background, but it's not really that interesting for two reasons. First off is that I cut off the edges of the screen because I'm stupid. And two, today was just getting all the really nerdy technical stuff out of the way. Downloading the libraries, making sure that the path variables are set correctly, all the stuff that's like kind of boring, and you only have to do it in the beginning, thankfully, so that's good.
Justice. Ta-da, justice. Hey guys, welcome to the I guess Steven introduced this. This is the Zeta Force I guess vlogs. These are gonna be kind of cool. I just wanted to hop in here really quickly. I know Steven's kind of gonna be manning this video, at least a lot of this one, but I wanted to just hop in and let you guys know that this is our very early first step, so I probably don't have very much input to put in here. But I mean, what can I say? This is going to be a thing where we just sort of say whatever. I think I had more ideas of what I was going to say before I picked up my camera to record, and now that I have it in front of me, I'm blank. But simply put, this is very early stuff, so I don't have much input I can give, much creative input, but I'm going to be doing a lot of sprite work, a lot of music design, a lot of later stuff, and that it will be kind of when I shine in these videos. I will try and help with some programming, but I don't have a good computer here, so Steven's going to be manning a lot of that from where he is in another place. But for now, I just want you guys to know that I'm so happy that we're doing this, and it's a little side thing. It's not gonna interfere with anything on the channel. I'll eventually, goal is to eventually get the channel to daily uploads, to having a daily uploads eventually, once we get really in the swing of this. But I don't think we're there yet. But I don't know if this will be one of the daily uploads or if it won't like interfere. Like, this might also get posted, so there'll be a bonus video in a day maybe. I don't know, we're not sure. But with how much coding Steven's doing, and I know he's really struggling with it today, and it kept breaking and things like that, and I'm just really excited that we're getting to do this, because I mean, it's a lot that we really haven't gotten to play around with yet, and it's just another huge step for me, and Steven's just been such a huge help for me, and I can't thank him enough.
One of the biggest challenges I had doing this step, though, was that I'm using a game library called Slick2D, which is normally written to be used from Java, but I didn't want to use Java. I wanted to use Ruby, which is a scripting language kind of similar to Lua. And Ruby on its own doesn't have a library like Slick, which is great for developing games. But there is an implementation of Ruby called JRuby, which allows you to kind of interface with the Java language while still writing in Ruby. So that's what I'm using here. But because it's not like super common, and I don't think most people like JRuby, there isn't a whole lot of information about doing this sort of thing. So I had to take all the code that is written in Java and sort of translate it into Ruby and still make it work. So a lot of what you're seeing in the background is me just fiddling around trying to figure out how to make that conversion happen. And one of the things you might notice is that I have a lot of web browsers open. I'm constantly Google searching stuff, and it almost looks like I don't know what I'm talking about here. And to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with this. Like, I feel like if you're a programmer who hasn't been experienced in the field for years, you're not going to know everything off the top of your head. There's just simply too much stuff to memorize, and too many things that change even from version to version of a library, and a programming language or whatever. So there's really no shame in looking stuff up. There's no shame in looking at the example code. That's what it's there for. It's best to look at the actual code that's written and then use that as sort of a model for whatever you're writing, because that's how you learn. There's no other way to learn. Like, you can take classes all you want and learn about all the theory, but until you actually take a look at real code and put it into practice, it's not going to mean anything. And that's why I think modding is really a great start for people to get into programming, because at the same time you're making changes to small aspects of the game, you're also seeing how everything else sort of fits around the stuff you're modding. So it gives you a really good sense of how everything is supposed to fit together, and over time, as you get better with modding, you can start making bigger and bigger mods because you know how to venture out of your little teeny tiny section that you're modding and into the rest of the game. So, point here being is that if you're a beginner coder and you are just so overwhelmed, you don't feel like you can break into the market, or not the market, but like, you don't feel like you can break into the more advanced stuff, just dive right in. Don't even worry about it. Make backups of files, do whatever, but get in there and mess stuff up. Take a look at actual code, play around with it, break it, see how to fix it. Like, honestly, half the fun in learning is in blowing stuff up. Uh, but yeah, just like with an artist has to use references when they draw a picture. A coder has to use references when they make a piece of code. So I know a lot of people don't like looking stuff up in the references, but seriously, it is so important to learn how to read the documentation for whatever it is you're writing. But anyway, enough about that, because I don't know how many of you guys are actually interested in programming, and so I'm probably just rambling to people who may or may not care about this stuff. Let me know if you want me to talk about more technical details, like really specifics of what I'm doing. But if you guys aren't interested, I'm just going to talk about like the stuff that's going on at the surface, because that's really the interesting part, to be honest. So that being said, what I'll talk about now is what I'm actually doing. What is all this code that I'm writing supposed to do? Well, as I mentioned before, I'm using Slick 2D, which is basically what's called a library, which essentially takes a bunch of different stuff, and at the end of the day, Slick allows me to make a window, put images on it, play music, sounds, whatever. So what I'm doing right now is writing code that'll just put a window on the screen. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is actually probably one of the biggest steps in this whole process, because once I have the window, it's just a matter of putting images on it and moving it around. Every single thing in a game is just like an image or a sound, and just moves around and interacts with each other. And that stuff is all really, really easy to code for, because it's very straightforward. Trying to put the window on the screen, however, not quite as straightforward, because, you know, computers are difficult.
I just hope that we can be a little bit of a help to you guys. Whether you want to make a YouTube channel or make a game or make music or whatever it is that you want to do, that these videos not only can be a behind the scenes for Zeta Force when it's inevitably finished, which we're not putting a date on that anytime soon, we just started, but that, you know, down the line it can be sort of like an inspiration to say, hey, you know, he had this idea for 6 years and didn't start on it, and then his friend helped inspire him a little bit and just give him that little bit of push that some people just need sometimes, and gave him that little bit of push and just started this huge project. You know, sometimes all you need is just a spark to get you going. And I hope that maybe these videos can be a little bit of a help to that end, because there's so much out there that you can create, you know? I bet all of you have some kind of idea that you want to follow, or some dream you want to follow, and I hope maybe these videos can help you do that. I really do.
And as we wrap up the video, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the result of day one, which is this screen, this black screen here, which displays the frame rate and a piece of text. I was so excited when I got this to work because, like I said, I couldn't find any examples of anybody using JRuby before. I'm somebody who likes how pretty scripting languages like Ruby and Lua look, because, you know, just gives me a nice feeling of nostalgia back in the Roblox days. You know, I should go on Roblox again. I really should. I'm aware that it's like all cringy and stuff now, but hey, it was back then too. Like, it hasn't changed. But yeah, after all that, I have just a simple black window with a line of text. It's like, yeah, we did it. We got this thing working. I'm so happy that step is done, because it's hard to tell just looking at what's going on the screen, but like, This stuff can be pretty infuriating because it's a lot of clicking around looking for files. Like, where did that one go? I don't know. Why can't the computer find the file? I see the file right there, and you have to tell the computer where to look for the file, and it's just, it's not fun. So happy that step is done, and thank you all for watching. I hope moving forward I can have some more interesting videos because this one was really boring. There's not really much for me to talk about, unfortunately. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up now. So thanks.
I would totally love to do a Roblox video, because I can probably even play that from here. And me and Steven can play together, and it'll be a little game that we can kind of record and have fun with, you know? Just another video to throw on the channel. It'll be super fun. I mean, I used to play Roblox years and years ago, when I was like 12. Why the heck not? I still remember all my account information. We could go on there and play. That sounds like so much fun. Maybe that'll be video number 10. How about that? For hitting double digits, we'll play Roblox. Let us know in the comments and stuff if you guys actually want us to do that. Well, I think that's about it for me today. So this is Starinari, but you can call me Chris. Signing off.